Hey, greetings YouTube. I have here a clean obsessed vacuum that we're going to unbox. And before I do that, I want to say thank you for tuning into the YouTube channel. I'm Performance Reviews, where I give you the review from the technician's point of view. And we're not on my bench today. Today we were at a friend's house and he got a new vacuum and he said he'd let me unbox it. So big shout out to Miss Daniele for letting me unbox this. So let's go ahead and get started. You can see he opened the box already, but what can I say? I think I stopped him just in time. He hadn't gone any further. So the first thing in the box, we have a wire reinforced hose in here, and this is pretty nice. The quality of this fitment, nothing's loose, nothing cracks or rattles, which I like. Let's go ahead and open. Oh, one other thing in the box. I'm sure somebody's gonna get this and not know what this is. So this is a wand holder. So you put your wand in here and it holds it and you mount it on the wall. If you live in a dry climate, this rubber rots. I have one of these for my central vacuum, and I can tell you in about a year and a half, 2 years, the rubber will rot out, unfortunately. So if you do have one of these, maybe put Pledge or something to preserve that rubber on it in a dry climate. All right, you can see on the box is a picture of the vacuum. Sorry, it's upside down right now, folks. And it's Green Label certified by CRI, which I really, really like. All right. The look on my friend's face when I dumped all that stuff on the floor, this new vacuum, was priceless. So we have a couple things. Man, this wand brings back memories. So my childhood vacuum was an Electrolux, which had the same sort of wand. And what this is a modern, updated version of an Electrolux. Since Electrolux right now, at least in the United States, has kind of dissolved. But basically, they make all these parts. They seem to be fairly high quality, even though they're overseas. So just keep that in mind. So this is an updated version of an Electrolux 2100 high tech, or you may have had an Electrolux Epic 6500. All those vacuums are old enough, but people really like them, so they made some really thoughtful updates and continue to produce the machine. So, foam, really no frills. Looks like we have everything else in the box. So the machine, if you're not familiar, it's labeled with Clean Obsessed, but this is also the same as if you see this labeled Perfect as well. And they just make commercial stuff. So this is an interesting touch that the cord came like that in there. And all right, so that didn't really affect it. This opens up. This is your exhaust filter, and right away, this is slightly different than an Electrolux exhaust filter. It's the same concept, but it's a little bit longer, and the hole is off to the sides in the middle, so you can't use Electrolux filters on there, but that's kind of cool. The next question I have is on the classic version, you used to be able to plug this in here. You can't do that here, and I don't see an adapter to use it as a blower. Not that you'd want to do that necessarily, but some people like that. Now there's a clip right here for your tools, and just like a classic Electrolux, you can put your 2-in-1 tool, and unlike a classic Electrolux, if you want to have some sort of tool storage on board, there's actually room, it looks like. Yep, you could put a crevice tool there. That might fall off or bounce around, but it's better than not having it there, and you can still operate the switch, so that's kind of cool. So let's snap this on. Again, the same fitting they've been using forever. Oh, let's open the bag compartment. All right, so the safety switch, the machine will not run without a bag. There's actually in here, you can see the gaskets here. I don't think this gasket's maybe as good as the originals, but it's nice being able to see the motor and see one of these clean. And using these HEPA high filtration bags right away makes a difference. If you use paper bags for years, then the machine's already contaminated. But starting off with HEPA bags, this should stay clean in here. Put this on, and you see there's a gasket here. Occasionally you will have to wipe this gasket on there. So I had to take a break. My friend's clock was going off here. So we're going to plug this in. This is the same end they've been using. That just goes there. All right. Before I get to the rest of the stuff, I just want to see how much sucky this thing has. And you can adjust the suction by opening this vent. We're going to do a working vacuum gauge test here. on here. Wow. 55 inches of working water left. That is significantly a lot. That might be one of the more powerful vacuums that I've tested in a long time. And I'll put a link to a separate video explaining this somewhere if you're not familiar with what these numbers mean. So let's go to the rest of the unit. They give you 2 exhaust filters. That's a nice touch. No bags, but they give you 2 of those. Now the nozzle is a clean obsessed nozzle. And this is just a remake of the Electrolux nozzle that moves like that. And you have a chevron brush, which was an update of some of the original ones did not have that. So it's made in the People's Republic of China. But again, everything seems to be pretty high quality. Now you see the wheels are the height adjustment on this, and that's how that works. And this is a lifetime belt system with a reset overload button right there. And this is, the tools are friction fit, but this guy actually does lock in there with its own locking system. Now what's different about this nozzle is there's no swivel neck on this. Though the L-shaped is nice for getting in crevices and such like that. And the exposed power cord, again, this is the same cord that was made with years for Electrolux. So it's a really tried and true design. That means you don't have to worry about a lot of the engineering difficulties by reproducing something that just worked back in the day. In terms of other floor tools, we just have a quick switchable. Oh, that's really nice. It's got cutouts for big stuff to go in there. That's a nice tool. And then, again, small cutouts. This is the same tool came with my Central Vac. Again, high quality tools. And then we have a little turbo brush. I actually haven't seen this specific turbo brush before. I have a feeling it's one they make in-house. Let's see. Oh, it does open up. So this opens up so you can clean it. Again, no reason to change the belt in this. But you can clean, lubricate this. Let's see how well this spins up. That spins up really well and stays spun up. I'm happy with that. Hey folks, we're going to do a pickup test now with this, and we have our usual stuff. Our breakfast cereal, our cat litter, flour, and pet hair. We're going to see how this does on carpet. And this is pretty high pile carpet. Looks good. Looks like it picked everything up. It doesn't surprise me looking at those numbers and knowing the design of this nozzle. Time to do a bare floor pickup test. We're going to do the cleaner nozzle first with the brush roller off. And of course we have pet hair, cat litter, flour, and breakfast cereal. Let's see how it does. And there is a nick in the tile here. That's not something stuck to the floor. Just note that. All right, I want to talk to you about this because this, again, this is a kind of a vintage nozzle. So when you use this particular nozzle in this situation, you saw a little bit of cat litter dumped out after I cleaned everything up, and you saw there's some hair wrapped around. So the thing to do with this nozzle when you're done is on carpet, you want to turn it on so it can clean itself out. And you can see, clean the majority of the hair and stuff out of there. Just something to note on this nozzle. The bare floor pickup was kind of an afterthought when they originally designed this. And again, it wasn't even designed by Clean Obsessed. Nothing to do with them. It has to do with the Electrolux design in general. I'm going to do that same pickup test that I did earlier with the nozzle. Now we're going to use the switchable floor tool. There's one more tool it comes with. I'm not going to do a pickup test with that. I appreciate you all watching this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up if it's helped you out, and consider a subscription if you really want to learn about vacuum cleaners. Well, that looks like it did a great job. And I want to talk about this nozzle, how to use it, and a little bit more about it in case you haven't used one of these. So I saw somebody post on Reddit who was really confused about this, so I just want to talk about this. So you put the brushes down on this nozzle for your hard floor. You only bring them up to do an area rug or wall-to-wall carpet. Never use them without the brushes down on your hard floor. It could scratch it if you do. You'll notice there's some big cutouts on the front of this brush. What that allows is for big objects to pass through. There's some smaller cutouts here. You're still going to get some hair caught in this, so after you do a room, you'll have to vacuum this off with a vacuum. You do see there's also some nice side cutouts for edge cleaning, so that's kind of a cool thing. Hey folks, thanks for subscribing and watching our video. I hope this video helped you out if you're considering purchasing this vacuum. I do want to note that the cord I thought was a little bit short, just in the short time I used this. There is a piece of red tape here, so that helps you determine where the end of the cord is. And another thing is, I believe there should be a wand that was missing from the box, again because this was bought at a trade show. So I believe there should be a wand that this goes to, just something to look for. Again, looking at what should be in the box according to this. So if you have one of these, please comment below. I'm going to put a link into the video, and have yourself a wonderful day.